Love and light. We are divine couple, and we channel the love being, a council of multi-dimensional beings coming from the ninth dimension. We are here to assist humanity during the ascension process.
Yeah.
Love
Love and light. So in today's video, I talk about
Yeah.
it's a live with Marlene from Mars Plus on Instagram about the divine masculine and how to just
Wake
wake
up.
up that movement and
Wake up, divine masculine man.
Yes. So Niyama didn't participate to do that live because she got the notice,
personal
reason, like an hour before the live. So it was either that we were canceling it or going moving forward. And
The show must go on.
based on my mindset, it's always I was very aligned just to go through it. So I took care of it while Niyama was handling her stuff. So, very important video. It's part one. More to come with Marlene.
Definitely.
So enjoy that video and see you on the other side.
One love.
Welcome everybody. Part 2 of this segment of Divine Masculine. There was a lot of dark forces trying to intervene with our life, and we're gonna go back on and make this right. Thank you guys for joining. So we're going to talk more on divine masculine. I know we have a lot to say. I know we have a lot of stuff on the other side, but it's okay. Patient with me. It's like, and welcome. Thank you.
We're back.
I'm like, oh my goodness. They love to intervene.
Yeah, usually our live are pretty clean. We don't get too much glitches like that. I don't know on your side if it's a frequent thing.
I think it's just right now, to be honest. I know
Okay.
there is a lot of energies and people coming into the lives that are maybe shouldn't, but hopefully they're gone now. And I think that's one of the problems.
We'll see. We'll go with the flow.
Yeah, let's just go with it. I'm like, this is horrible to actually interact with you, and now all of this is happening, but it's for a reason. You know, I don't see it as
Everything is always perfect. Everything is always perfect. It's a journey, and to me, it's like it's always good, always.
I want to touch on this topic that kind of came into my mind. Do you feel as the women in society, or the women that are like they have something to do with the divine masculine? Because if let's say a woman will say, hey, this is my standard, this is where I want you to meet me, then obviously the men have no choice but to go there. But because we have set our standards really low, that also has something to do with it.
Yeah, and the same other way around. So if a male can step into his divine masculine, then he will help the feminine to meet him there as well. So I think that individually we have to make that work, and then we'll be able to find partners, and then just grow together. Yeah. So I think that statement is true on both sides.
Okay.
Yes.
And that has a lot to do with this programming that's been going on, and let's say Disney programming, and on top of that, it's all the music as well that has been so it's a lot of things that we need to combat in order for us to become this divine masculine.
Yes, because the program is harmful for both male and females. When you watch Netflix and all that, it's horrible. Yeah, so it's a very deep subject. But yes, both have to overcome that. But I think like when like the divine masculine will rise, I mean, this is my goal. I want to see this, and I know I will see this happen at least in my reality. And when more males can gather together and work together, and we know that where we have to go into that ascension process, at least for us, our vision is to build some tribes. So so when we cannot like save everyone or all the planet. Everybody is on their own journey, but the goal here is to just to gather and resonate with people that we connect with. And then when we will be able to all get together, things will speed up big time. I think it will get exponential. But first, the first people that are doing that work, like me, I did it pretty much on my own with one of my friends. But for the males that will follow, I think they will have a better structure because now I see more like males circles and stuff like that that we didn't see a few years ago. So this is amazing. Yes, amazing. So I think things will speed up, and we have to speed that up like now.
Yeah, because I was talking to somebody from when I had my awakening. I did the work, so it's been a year from now, but that's still not enough. So if divine masculine is waking up right now, they have to do that work for about a year to at least get where they need to be. If that's the case, they could be a little bit longer. How do you think for time frames and things like that? Do you see it be a year or longer than that or shorter than that?
Personally, for me, it has been a 3-year process to reprogram my brain to tap into my alpha state, and I went all in. I mean, you can really change it. We are like codes, you know. It's like you change a program in your brain, and then your whole reality shift. So that's how it works. So me, when I do something, I go all in and I'm very serious. So and my other friend, Nick, that I mentioned previously, with who I did that, was very serious as well. So we went all in into that, and we experienced a very drastic change into our reality. So we went to like being like just male to like super alpha, like very alpha. And that was our step number 1. So this for me has been at 3 years, but I know that I could help other males to do that in a much shorter period. I know that. Like if I would take a couple of guys like with me, and they would be like very motivated to go through that, I'm sure I could help them to go through that faster. And that's I think the way to go for the males that reach a certain, and even if you're not there, even if you're on your path, you can still help others, you know. It's just to create that ascending vortex for everyone, and for just, you know, all the one that are aligned and want to join that vortex to rise. So I don't know what kind of time frame it could be, how short it can be, but I know that it can be much faster than 3 years for sure.
Yeah, because now you have discovered the trend and how it works, and now
yes.
That's why, let's say, you would be a good coach for these males, because and that's a beautiful thing, and everybody should be on board with it, because that has to come from within and say, you know what, I had enough with the same repeating cycles over and over and over again, and I can't do that anymore. And that's for everybody, but especially for divine masculines. They're going to see this repeating cycle of this 3D reality hitting them in the face until they wake up.
Always. Yeah.
Yes. And then once they emerge from that, and then they wake up and say, I don't want this anymore, that's when it starts. But it's like you said, you have to do the work. You have to be eager to learn how to
Yes.
evolve into this other
Yes.
human being, because that other aspect of yourself will die, and now you're becoming a new person, a new person of yourself, a divine masculine.
You become your real self. You just remove the layers of bullshit. Layers, 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 layers. So the more layers you remove, the more you become. So it's not to become someone else, it's just to become yourself, your true divine nature and your loving nature. Because I know that in the spiritual community, a lot of males, they are very good people at heart, good males with good heart, good intention, and like the best people on earth. But if they cannot tap into, it's like me, I see that like from males to alpha to divine. And I don't think that, and like the love beings told me, and which make a lot of sense, like the alpha part is about like 25% of the divine masculine. So you need to master that first, in my opinion, as a foundation of your masculine life. And then you can build your divine masculinity on top of that. So for me, I'm just at the very beginning of my divine masculine journey. And there is no end to learn and to improve and to evolve. I mean, you can evolve for lifetimes after lifetimes. So there's no end to it, but you need to start somewhere. So we know that we have to start somewhere, but when you start that journey, it can go forever, to always better yourself and become the best version of yourself. And then even if you have a very good heart, okay, because like me, I have that massive heart, like super loving, but when you don't tap into your masculinity, it doesn't bring you anywhere. It doesn't bring you far, because you will be that guy that is always there to help, but you know, people will not respect you back. It's very deep subject, and it's very when the program that they put into the male's brain is very savage. It's very, very evil. Yeah, it's savage. So many like on that path, like me, after like when I hit rock bottom, there's like in the community of males where I like when I was, many they will choose to end their life, you know, so it can go up to that. So it's a very, very, very dark place, but there is always light. So me, I just try to shine my light into that, and just people, if they can pick up onto that frequency and say, oh, wow, okay, that guy made it, I can do it too. Then yes, you can do it for sure. Nothing is impossible. I cannot hear you. I don't know if you
Sorry. Okay.
blocked the microphone.
No, I agree with that. That's really well said, and I feel that a lot of people need to hear that. That there's always light, and you don't
Yes.
have to be in that state, and you don't have to live that way. You have to really want it. It's like
Yes.
Joshua told me that the prize is yourself. You are the prize. So you have to love
Yes.
yourself. You have
Yes.
to do everything yourself, because that's the only thing that you will attain value-wise.
Exactly.
And if people don't realize that you are the prize, then they have nothing to work towards. It's like a job that you have, you're working to get a car, to get a house, but that's what it's made for. It's for you to not go within and focus on yourself. It's to focus on the outside of yourself.
Yeah, because too many people, like, they focus on the fruit of the tree, but me, I always focus on my roots. So when you focus and you nurture the roots, always the roots, then the fruits will come. But too many, they will chase the fruit without taking care of the roots. So that's a big, big mistake. And we have been programmed to always chase something. And when you chase the fruits, you won't get many. But when you nurture your roots, then all the abundance of fruits will come. That's the way to go. At least that's my perspective for now.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. It's the same thing as knowledge. It's you have these fruits within you, that you're this tree. You're not grabbing fruit from or knowledge from somebody else. It's like go within and find your own truth, your own knowledge. That's really a really good way to put it. So.
Yeah, but people around will also bring you knowledge for you to be able to tap into your own divinity and your own truth. But people around will help. Like me, I connected to a lot of other guys into my path, and I read some books, and it's just to connect with males that you resonate with, and then to tap into their energy, their mindset, and to study them, and to have good role models. So yeah, so like I said in my previous in our previous live, like me, I had different like role models. Like back in 2012, like my role model was Elon Musk, you know, but today it's a joke.
Yeah.
But at the
You're
time,
evolving.
I had so it was Elon Musk, you know, because I'm an entrepreneur as well. So I had goals and all that, and this is the kind of path that I wanted to go, and it was good for me at the time. But today, my role models, like one that I tap more into nights, like at Akhenaton, and during Tantra, I tap into that energy, you know. So I get downloads from ancient Egypt while I am in Tantra, not all the time, but it's a very profound experience. So you can get downloads and all that. So now it's from very powerful beings. So there is no end to better yourself. And you always to have to upgrade your role models, because there is always role models out there. So for me, for now, it's more like ancient Egypt and Akhenaton. So it is what it is for now, but it's a powerful energy to connect with, and I see how they were living and all that. So I try to inspire. I get re-inspired by this. So it's there's no end, like we said, to evolution.
I know earlier we were talking about Tantra, and what I understand, that you should be in a space of love. So you would have to reach that level or that evolution of love frequency within yourself in order for you to, let's say, do Tantra, or it doesn't really matter, I guess. If you could tell me your perspective.
But to me, Tantra came naturally, because when I met Niyama, things just unfold naturally. So it's not something that I was seeking, really. So it's just like happened to me, and together it just happened, because also we are actual twin flames coming from the same oversoul. So that helps a lot. And it's not a common thing to find your actual real twin flame into the same realm at the same time, because sometimes your twin flame can be like your spirit guide, or can be in other realms. It doesn't mean that you have to meet your twin flame into this very life. It doesn't mean that. So I don't know exactly how to answer your question, because for me it has been, it kind of found me. It's not that I was searching that, but it just happened. And the Tantra came like that with Niyama, because energetically we are so connected. So it's not something that I say, okay, let's try to practice Tantra. No, it's just came naturally. So yeah, so this is my experience. So I'm not very sure how to answer your questions, but I can share what happened to me. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's good. And I appreciate you talking about that, because it's something that I feel a lot of us need to understand, that you need to find that good person, or that correct person, in order for you to evolve these gifts.
Yes, that's key. That's key. So you cannot just find a girl in the club and expect to go deep into tantra the very first night. That's not realistic at all, in my opinion. So yes, you need to build intimacy, and intimacy is being built with trust, and you need to get involved with the person at a very deep level. So yeah, you need to be comfortable with yourself enough to go there, and then you need to be comfortable also with the other person to go there. So I guess that healing again and shadow work will help for that, to clean ourselves and to heal. So it's a little bit of everything at the same time. Yeah.
Thank you for shining light on that topic. Do you have any questions, or do you want to answer some questions?
Yeah, we can take questions. If people have questions in the comments, we'll be glad to answer a few questions before wrap this up. Hi, Rosa, she just joined. I see Richie Blogs. Yeah, we just started to following each other recently. Thanks for being here. So yeah, any questions? Let me see the comments. Or in the question box. And this is an ongoing topic. I mean, we're not done talking about that at all. Question.
So how can we support the divine masculine before union?
Before union, I'm not too sure to understand. How can we support the divine masculine before union? Do you understand the question?
Yeah, so how can we support the divine masculine before the union of like twin flames?
I mean, when you're single?
Yeah, I'm guessing when you are not with them.
I'm not too sure, but how to answer that question, because I don't understand the core of the question. Like, how can we support and who is we? Yeah, so it's not clear to me how to healing your masculine within. Yeah, for sure. Healing again, back to shadow work. Like I just said, that shadow work is the very foundation of everything to me. Yeah. I see another question here. How do you recommend a divine feminine balance both her divine masculine energy with herself? With herself too. Do you have any input on that, Marlene? How do you recommend a divine feminine balance, both her divine masculine energy and, because for me, to me, it was not to balance my feminine energy. My feminine energy was way too high. So it was just to push my masculine very high to reach that balance. So that's for me, but for a female, I don't know if people can hear me. Does stepping to the sun energy help to balance the masculine energy? I guess the sun is amazing. So sun, yes, but I think you also need to change the mindset and Yeah, sun is amazing, but I don't think it will be enough to rebalance all the masculine and divine energy. Maybe, but I mean, I've been taking sun most of my life, but it's all the work that I put in the books that I read and the knowledge. And it's not just to learn knowledge, but it's also to apply the knowledge in the field, in the life. So,
And it's similar
yeah,
to like eating habits, because when I
yeah,
change my eating habits, there's something inside of your brain that's telling you that you need to eat a certain thing, or you're hungry, and that thing, it's so fused into your brain, your subconscious mind, that you can actually see it deprogram. And it's a really serious thing, but it's with all these programmings that we have within us.
yeah. And it goes back to mastering the basics. Just to focus on the basics to me. Goes back to that, like to eating habits, to master your diet. That's key. So it has been part of my journey. I tried all those diets. I went really deep into fasting. I pushed my body to it to its limits, like very deep into fasting and stuff like that. So it's just like to master yourself and not just be carried away like a feather in the wind, but to be that anchor and just to be like rock solid to that stoic mindset. Stoicism is a good thing for males as well to study. Stoicism is good. Yes. Yes.
I have to cut this live short,
Yeah.
but definitely, I know that there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and it's because of that, it's all of this, but definitely I want to do another one because it's so
Sure.
intense. It's
Yes.
a really intense topic that I know my side, since I work with all of this, they come to me very, very easily, and they know that we're shifting people's timelines, and that's the issue here, that we're upgrading and we're shifting people into a different reality.
Different
And
reality. Yes. Yes.
yeah.
By shedding light, that's what we do because people realize that, oh, there is another possibility. Let's go there. So, yeah. But it was the plan anyway to do it in two parts. So, because we wanted also to do a channeling with the love beings, but in the part two. So, yeah.
Well, thank you again for coming on, and I appreciate everybody here on this live as well. And let's continue
Yeah.
shedding
Thank you for
light.
being here.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes. Yeah. So more to come on that. So thank you for this live, Marlene. It was our first face-to-face meeting, but I highly resonate with your energy, and I know that you are doing that work like many others. So I'm grateful for everything that you do. And together we rise. So we just are star seeds on a mission here. So let's enjoy the
Yes.
ride and stick all together and help each other the best that we all can.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Thank you, Vince, again for coming on, and thank you for everybody else. And
Yes.
we'll see you guys on the next one.
Yes. Love and light to everyone. Bye-bye. Please like, share, and subscribe if you resonate with this. And we also accept donations. So if you want to support our mission, you will find a link in the description right below.